as a division within a structure. It is an impediment. Some free movement. You cannot pass through a wall, or let's say more. And the truth of the matter, pastors are supposed to be more. Sure. Any pastor now who karam mad or karam more, he need the second baptism. That is to say, you must pass through walls. Like a knife passes through butter. A hot knife. For you to be worth that name as a pastor, you must learn to cross these boundaries. And you must learn how to manage men and their psyche without using what we call reverse psychology. I see pastors or leaders who come up and use what we call victims mentality in pastoring churches. You know the work. That format don't cast since. You don't cast. You must take responsibility. All right, I don't have much time because we have tried to load this time to make way for some of, especially our leaders that will come visiting us, if they make it here. Now, let us identify words of vision in the church. By this manual, they brought out 7. I've also added another 5 of my own. And this is where I'm going to dwell mainly. And each one, we may have to deal with handling it immediately. Number 1, it says wall of segregation. Walls of segregation. In walls of segregation, people try to segregate against their people. Some claim more righteous than the others. Some claim more holy than the others. Some think they have arrived than the others. And this is what is killing Christianity today. That is why we cannot make impact in this country. Because when I am praying, God, change this administration. The man, Onye Yoruba, God, keep my brother. And somehow, I don't want to say God is confused. But because it's not working. The real thing is this. Prof mentioned it yesterday. He mentioned it in Ojiomwe Neku Mosi that onye owulawu a born again onye mo so Chineke na-achi nwanne ya. And that is the Bible. This idea, I'm a chosen, I'm a chosen, I'm a chosen. Who are you? The God of watchman, the God of this. We cannot compartmentalize God. God remains God. In heaven, we can only talk about the church triumphant. There is no denomination in heaven. Therefore, segregating the only thing you segregate against is sin and evil. Any other thing, you are just trying to mess God's workmanship up. Even in holiness, we come to church, somebody is shift from that branch, they this branch. That is absolutely wrong. So they have made us to understand that segregation builds walls. when you segregate against your brother, your sister. In Asonire, I want the Chineke Boro. I want the Natara Monso. I want the Nasonire. Now, when I pray here, I don't know if it happens in you have many of you have witnessed it, but I do know that in my travels as a pastor, I have seen that there are some people only also name something na altar. They will just stay as if here only name iberibe. They'll be looking down on that person and thinking this person is not doing it right. Get first statement here, it's not here. I'm the one doing it now. Akage, 10 minutes. I can akage. Raise up your right hand. Raise up your left hand. Raise up your leg. If you believe it, shout yeah, yeah. At the end, he ends up saying nothing. Onyo sona abu abu ihe ona abu abu. Akpọpụta gị bịa abụọ gị bile gị tie Jesus yeah yeah. Jesus came ahụ yeah yeah. I don't know where you got this Jesus yeah yeah thing. You segregate because you think you know how to do it. You don't know jack. You know nothing. Because where your excellence stops is where my own starts. We are not equal. We can only complement one another. We cannot compete with one another. That's the truth. We can only complement. When you go into competition, you finish the church. There is no, I won't think I say I come na henile. I will ebem kage. Me ikwetere me ikwete here. So don't come using this air of superiority for me. It doesn't pull a hair from me. I can only be me. I'm the man I don't imitate. When I show up, Pastor V. Nobody is there. No imitation. I won't try to be like Gerard. Neither will I try to be like Dan. Because when they show up, you will see me as fake. So it's me. And don't say because it's me, you will not listen to me. I'll force you to listen to me. There are people who are musicians today. They had very bad voice when they were coming up, but they continued, and today they are mega stars. Mega stars. So segregation is a problem. That's walls of segregation. We also have walls of argument, stroke disagreements. When people argue and argue and argue and argue. My brother, he gave me the argument. I was once in a church, in one of the places I pastored in Ambise. I had somebody who identified himself as an evangelist. I will come to church, make announcements in Hagemena church. He had testimony. And the moment he comes up, he will tell the church, you know, no Bronya was on our here. We have been here before he comes. And I am an evangelist called by. In fact, he changed his name and began to answer Evangelist Tony C. God. Tony C. God. He was Tony 180. He threw away 180 and added God. He will tell them, listen, according to the book of Matthew, chapter Luke, versus John, here Pastor Akuranya gave me. And I will be on my seat laughing. You know why? Because the final say will still come from me. So after Okuchagan, I'll still come up when I'm preaching and I'll tell them this is where we're going. It's either you follow me or you follow him. No two ways about that. I urge you, pastors, cease from arguments. I urge you, church members, cease from arguments. It destroys us. It brings us down. I got an argument, name argument, name argument, name argument.